Hi. Hi, Bruce. How you doing?
Well, today, how are you?
Good. Back from our trip. The inverter?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, we did find it and we turned it back on. It was underneath the driver's seat. Yeah. And now the electricity is working a lot better. Hey, I don't want to freak you out, but my mom's coming to get some stuff in here, I think. And she's cuckoo, so she's bringing police, but you don't need to worry about it.
Police?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I just wanted to let you know. It's nothing to be worried about.
Last time I was here, I said, hi, I'm Bruce, who are you? She looks at me and she goes, who are you? And I went, how long have you been here? I said, a year and a half. You haven't been here that long.
She's a little bit of she's a special one, so.
Oh, good.
Just gotta.
I thought it was okay for her to be here. Oh, here's the police.
Yep. There we go. So I just, it's just an escort. It's not a big deal, but. Alright. No, stop. You're going into wood.
You know, go forward. I'll get that.
Pull up a little bit.
Pull up?
Yeah. No, you don't have to move that.
It's okay. You shouldn't be here anyway. Why'd she ask for that score? You guys still bump heads?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
I appreciate you understanding it. It's just, it's
You know what?
ridiculous.
Different people, different ways. There's a reason for everything. So,
Yeah.
when people come over here sometimes and they're like, I got one woman, I call her the homeless lady. She is the sweetest woman.
Yeah.
She lives over on Rumpstick.
Yeah.
She has buku bucks. But every time she comes in, she has all these conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah?
I just sit there and I say, you know what, Karina? Everybody sees things their own way.
Yeah.
She's way out there.
Yeah.
So out there.
Believe me,
She's
being
adorable,
online,
really. But the whole thing, she's so far out there.
Yeah.
I just look at her and I say, so, now that we've talked about that, which was wonderful, let's see what we can do about your furniture. And then her mind totally changed directions.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
Could you come look at something with me really quick? I have a couch and it's gotten a little bit moldy. I was wondering if you could just take a look at it and see whether it's worth cleaning or just garbage.
There are cleaners, believe it or not, at Home Depot. What's it made out of?
At home, what?
What's it made out of?
Oh, it's leather, I think.
If it's leather, there are actually leather cleaners that work with mildews and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Home Depot has them. I suggest them all the time, and everybody's been pleased with what they get.
Yeah.
If it's regular fabric and it's got mildew on it, you call places like Jimmy Stewart Carpet Cleaning.
Yeah.
They do furniture cleaning too, and they have this anti-mildew side that they'll put right in there.
How much is the leather cleaner? Like $20?
Maybe not even.
Yeah.
You put the stuff. There's a conditioner. There's a leather cleaner, and then there's a conditioner.
Yeah.
Whenever you use the cleaner, get the cleaner with the mildew side in it.
Yeah.
And what it does, it takes off any mildew and prevents any more from happening.
Yeah.
But it's not expensive.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you today?
Hey, how are you, Bruce?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, here we are in the unit. Might as well introduce you guys to this place. This unit is the storage unit that I've leased for about 1.5 years. I've tried at various points to convince my siblings to help me clean this out, but this is my dad's high school diploma. East Greenwich High School. This certifies that Benjamin Svensson Thorp has satisfactorily completed the course of study. So lots of stuff in here. There's a coin collection I can show you guys. Actually, no, stamp collection. This is my dad's stamp collection. I don't know if this is worth anything, but there's lots of stuff in here. He claims that he has excuse me. He claims, are we live? He claims that he has the oldest stamp ever printed in here. These are from different countries. Luxembourg, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia. The first few pages. Very Wes Anderson. This is Texas Centennial, Rhode Island Tercentenary. So yeah, aren't you not supposed to touch the stamps with your fingers? Are you not? Ooh. I don't know anything about it really. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. These are some kayak paddles. I mean, there's stuff like this. I'm not sure exactly what to do with that. And then back here, we have a huge, huge collection of tools, mostly, if I remember correctly. Weird electronic stuff, just wires. Foam. Books. I just love these books. Nancy Drew mystery stories. I read a bunch of them. See, I don't know if that's worth anything on eBay or not. I have no idea. Like, as a collection, if I'd clean it, dust it off, is it worth it? I'm not sure. I mean, look at this box, bro. Look at this huge fucking box. And it's one candle. This used to be on the what do you call it? Mantelpiece of my house. And one cassette tape. That's it. It's a ton of work, yeah. Yes, it is. So, no, the special stuff is in the safe. Good thing you didn't throw away those plastic chairs. They could be worth some money. Yeah. Mattresses in here. Lots of stuff. Did he wave? Muted? No, I'm not muted. I have 2 months until my lease is up here, by the way. Oh, that reminds me. I have to talk to my landlord. Yo, what's up, King? I'm exhausted. Sound is fine. Hi.
How are you?
Good. I'm just filming this because I haven't seen a court order, so I have no reason for her to be here, but whatever.
To maybe just like hang out maybe a little bit further back. Just you can still film if you want. Just that way
If I hang out further back?
like just step back a little bit, so she's not doesn't feel as crowded.
All right.
That way she can get what she has to do.
I mean, this is my unit. I just like to film what happens in here.
I mean that's fine. It's your unit, but are you
All right.
all on? Are you technically all on that?
No, it's just my lease.
Just yours?
Yes.
It is her unit.
Yes.
So I mean, technically allowing you to go through and.
I feel like it's harassment that filming while I'm doing
I mean, technically it's her unit, so she can film if she wants to. I mean, unfortunately, I can't. I mean, I'm also filming, so I mean. Yeah, if it was your unit and she was just, visiting, then maybe you could tell her. But because it's in her name, I can't really.
So, just to clarify, she only legally has a right to be in here because I'm allowing her to be in here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know what civil things they have going on in court, but
Okay.
I
I haven't seen a court order saying I'm ordered to have her in here, but okay. So it's because of allowing her. All right. Did she give you any idea of how long this is going to take?
No, I advise her I can't stay long enough. So
All right.
It'll be, do you want to get more closer pictures? Did you do that side too? Or just,
I'm working on it.
okay. Not a long.
Okay, great, because I just got some other things to do, but I appreciate it.
Got stuff to do. Things to do. Stuff.
I'll just
Sure.
kind of, you know,
Yep. No, the cop doesn't know what she's looking for. No, no.
Gotta check.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Not that I don't trust you.
No, no. I mean, there's tools, but
Yeah, no, that's no big deal.
I wouldn't trust her around weapons.
The other property, what does she have to go through? The garage?
I don't know. There was a coin collection that's out front.
Right.
Supposedly that was supposed to be brought here.
No, I'm supposed to be going to the other store.
I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly don't. Courtney, yeah.
There's two places where all the stuff is. This is one of them, and the other one is at 128 John Street. Those things, I believe, were discussed. Well, I was at court last time.
Did the lawyer give you any paperwork? Courtney?
I haven't received any paperwork. I don't wish for this to happen, and I'm not taking her to my other properties. I haven't seen any court paperwork telling me I have to do this, but
Why don't you back off a little bit? I'm not feeling super comfortable. Why don't you just go over there? Just take your business over there.
I
I
understand.
just can't even walk over there because she's blocking my way.
Yeah, well, where do you need to go?
I want to go that way.
Mom, I'm trying to help you, but I need to document this.
You're not trying to help me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, I was not ordered by
You
the.
absolutely are not trying to help me.
I'm allowing you in here, and
Not true, Grace. That is just not true. Okay. You
there
can
I have
say
no.
what
I've
you
seen
wanna
no
say
court
to
paperwork to do
everybody
this.
but you and I both know the truth about what's going on here, and you're not going to sit there and try to convince me or tell me it's anything different than I know it's.
All right, I no longer consent to you being inside my unit. It's time to go. I no longer consent.
I mean, again, this is a civil matter. I don't know who's on the lease. I don't know who's not on the lease.
I can show you my lease. I'm on it.
So,
She's
did your
not.
lawyer tell you to come here, or did they give you like a written?
Yes, it was set up for this time. Yeah, during the last court date. Yes.
Now, was that through her, or was that through him, his lawyer? I don't know if he has one.
I guess it's the divorce, so it has nothing
Yeah,
to do with
understand.
her in that
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. Right. So this is a shared unit for, whose was it originally, like before?
It was my father's, and then I took over the lease, and it's been abandoned property in my name for 1.5 years.
Right, I mean, again, this is all civil stuff, and if you have a paperwork saying that, yeah, you're allowed to be here from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., we could do that. But obviously, there's going to be some animosity going on.
Yeah.
You guys aren't getting along, but
So I need paperwork to continue this.
I mean, if you want to come here for a couple hours and tear it apart, and it'd probably be best to have paperwork so that way you can be uninterrupted and take out whatever you need. But again, I can't.
I have no intention of tearing it apart. I just want.
I meant like to get your stuff out or
Right.
whatever. Your lawyers want to go through the pictures with you, that's fine. But I mean, again, I can't stay here, too long while you go through stuff. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but.
Right. So I just okay, whatever.
If you can provide documentation that you have a right to be here, I'm more than happy to allow you access.
Okay. All right. So no, you're not going to let me into the other place?
No.
Okay.
There is your coin collection by the door if you'd like to take that.
Does it have the gold coins in it?
I don't know. Dad got it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, let's take a look. As if it doesn't have the gold coins, it's not really what we were talking about. I see some silver coins. Silver.
It's time to go, Courtney.
Silver. I'm not really on the property anymore. Or in the property.
Okay.
Just as you understand that there are blurred lines. Silver. It's all silver. Silver.
That's an issue you're going to have to take up with my dad or
I'm
your
not
lawyer.
reclaiming these bronze or copper. 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 Silver. Silver, silver, quarters, silver. Yeah, these are not gold coins. I would like to know what the value of these are, though. So, since I can't take them, why? Since this is an asset, why doesn't your? I guess I'll just talk to my lawyer.
Yeah, I think that would be the best idea in this situation.
Absolutely, but these are not the gold coins, so I am not claiming these coins because I don't have any right to, actually. But I will take
I don't know what that
picture.
means. You don't have any right to?
I'm only supposed to be taking pictures today, and because these are not the gold coins at which he was supposed to surrender.
Your lawyer
Then
apparently told
I am
him
not
to leave
taking
the
them.
coin collection. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that was that. I guess she doesn't want her coin collection. Ugh. All right. My mother, ladies and gentlemen. I saw wrath in your mom's eyes. Your dad is about to go through worse.
Yeah. Is there anything? What else civil orders?
You have a light?
A light? Do I have a light?
He's actually checking for me about what the status is.
Oh. I don't have a light. I can get you one though.
Yeah. So everything's fine now? Are we good?
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah. hometown. I don't even know what the viewer count is.
Obviously, we take a report on
Here
it.
you go.
And then
Oh,
it
you
gets
just
reviewed by
document
detectives.
it?
Yeah, I mean,
She
obviously.
could sue me or something? Is that what it is?
I mean, again, if it turns into like you stalking, or I'm not saying you are, but like
Yeah, yeah,
say
yeah.
you're outside someone's window, if they have a restraining order against you, and you just keep doing it, or it's a borderline criminal activity,
Yeah.
then obviously you can take them to court.
It's like
Probably.
evidence or something.
Yeah, so basically it's
She could document it or something like that.
yeah, so I mean they're not
Okay.
they don't hold up as much as
Oh, okay.
a criminal no contact
Okay.
order would.
Yeah, and speaking of this, like, it's just confusing. I got 2 lawyers and a judge.
Yeah.
They never gave me a court order of what I was supposed to do, but I was told they're gonna put a commissioner here if I didn't give access. I don't think, whatever. But is it possible just to document it because
Yeah, like a report or something
I'm
that I
getting
did this.
screwed over by this
I mean, it's
shit.
gonna be in the log that we were here for an escort.
Okay.
And I'll add that. No, it's obviously the thing that I was out with you guys, and she got to take her pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she wanted to, obviously there's a lot of stuff in there. It's obvious, so she wanted to
Yeah.
like go through stuff and take pictures, but I can't hang out here all day while she does that. So
This stuff's been here 2.5 years.
so
She has had
she's
full
gonna
access.
talk to her lawyer, and then if they want to
Yeah.
get a court order saying that she's allowed to be here for a certain time, you'll be notified. But right now, it's just she left, she got some pictures, and then
Yeah.
other than that, it's all simple. so.
And I don't know. She saw whatever. Those are the. I think she has a fantasy that there's like gold treasure somewhere. I don't know. Well, anyways, just
But yeah, I mean, your lawyers will be in touch with you going
so
forward.
so you'll have a log that you were
Yeah, it's a
here,
log that I was here. We did that.
so that I can say to the court like I did my
Yeah,
part
yeah,
because
so-
I don't even have a court order from the court, but I was
Yeah,
told
yeah,
I was gonna get screwed anyways. But
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know
it's
why
on
that
record
is.
that you were
Okay.
here. So,
and your name is Officer
Freitas.
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 Okay.
Yep. So other than that, good luck going forward, and hopefully.
Do you have a relative who went to Hendricken, Bishop Hendricken?
No, someone else asked me the same thing. It's like,
Joe Freitas was his
no, someone else asked me the same thing. I said, weird. Yeah. Like, I don't know that many other Freitases, but.
It's a Portuguese name?
Yeah, so, but yeah, no, don't know.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
If you're streaming, I don't want to talk about any of that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to. So we feel like this is over.
It's over.
All right.
It's over. And I told Bruce about the escort and stuff. He was like, I get it. Different people, different things.
I told him to. I was like,
He was chill.
stupid.
Chill.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do anything else here?
Yeah, I got the chairs and the table, but we can wait on all that. I mean, it's not really important.
Well, it's good to know. It's kind of like one of these things where he's like, no, there's no criminal anything. It's like, so what happens if you violate? He's like, man.
A civil restraining order?
He's like, I don't know. It's like one of these.
I've never heard of that. It's weird. Like, how can it be enforced then? What? You can't go to jail for a civil restraining order.
He's like, well, it would be documented. And
Yeah.
then if something else happened,
And then, wait, wouldn't it be that?
you weren't supposed to do that.
You
and now
document
you're
it-
stalking. if
Yeah,
it's
and then
3
you
or
get a
5
criminal
times.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But in and of itself, it's like really hard to.
Take the coins back. I'll leave them in my unit. She's not going to break in, I don't think.
I think, in my mind, all of that is your property.
You shouldn't talk about this, but yes, in my mind
I'm
as
just
well.
saying, like, I abandoned it. I have no claim to it. How fucking bunch of lawyers are going to say suddenly it's our marital property. Hey, Grace. Can you
Yeah.
if you see, can you figure out what that noise is?
The scrapey? Yeah, okay, sure.
Isn't it when I go left? Isn't it when I go
Left, yeah, left.
right? So look under the wheels.
I gifted you a sub. Thank you, Mom. First of all, that was an accident. Go ahead. There's nothing dragging. See, I hear that noise, but there's nothing dragging. Nothing. Oh, wait. Stop. Pull forward straight, just like a few feet. Go to the left slightly. Yeah. I see what it is. Come here. I see what it is. It's hanging out, rubbing up against the tire. Yeah. Push it back. Doesn't really go up. You gotta come look at it. It doesn't go up. I
That's
don't know.
no big deal.
No, it's just a little
Why
flimsy
don't we
piece of
just
plastic.
Why don't we just fold up shop here? Unless
right.
you want to start doing the storage.
No, I'm
Get some
exhausted.
breakfast. You got money?
Let me check. Yeah. Got a little crazy at the end, but we made it through. Huh? She just started getting very hostile. Mental issues, it's okay. Yeah, he was great. He was great. Appreciate you being cool about it.
It's not my,
Is that your drama?
listen man, you gotta deal with it. I just go to work.
You're a lucky man.
I kind of got the idea when,
You probably know about this. Yeah, I've been a landlord before. If someone, like, say, makes a contract with you and says, like, here's my sofa, and then they don't come back and get it, they don't have an eternal right to come get it, right? What is it, like, a month or so?
I don't know, I used to hang on to stuff. I just got rid of some.
When does it become yours, I mean? You know what I mean? You do all the work, they don't pay you,
They
okay.
do all the work, they don't pay me. What I do is I try to contact them.
Right.
If I can't contact them, then my responsibility is to send them
So, like, in a month, that's right, eventually it becomes yours, though.
Damius gifted 10. Oh, thank you so much, Damius. I didn't have that up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
You can't, I had a tenant once. He had an apartment.
Love the nails. Thank you.
He had all these VHS tapes which were worth it. He took 50 boxes worth of stuff. He's like, and he didn't pay me, and he moved out. Eventually he said, you can't pay it.
So
And he
true.
felt like I was screwing him over. I actually went to the street with anybody eventually.
All you
After
say,
2 years, it's like,
listen, all you say to him was, after 30 days, when I didn't hear from you, it all got thrown away.
it's different for tenants. I think it's a little bit longer, but I don't know. In this
So you have to store for the tenant?
Isn't that crazy? 6 months.
You have to store for
And I actually was like the super nice guy. I brought him every single box to his house.
Did he pay you for the storage?
Nope. But I know that I could have. The kid had no money. What am I going to
Doesn't make a
do?
difference. If you
Well,
don't
but
have-
I got to
if
throw
you
it in a
don't
dumpster anyways. I get what you're saying. I was like a nice guy. The kid
If you
was
don't
like,
have the money, then you just say, you know, I'm going to stick them online and whatever the more money comes to. That's all.
yeah, I could have done that. I just was like,
I mean, this is what I do.
yeah.
I try to protect myself from some of the other, like I've got stuff. I had a piece of furniture in my, no joke. Amy and her husband basically put it in the dumpster. I held on to a piece of furniture, but a lady came over and she dropped off the furniture.
Yeah.
I had a dozen pieces over there. People would drop off and they'd say, I'll get back to you. We're talking big 1930s, those big massive sofas.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like carpeting. And I had 6 of those over in my shop standing on end.
And you don't charge them ahead,
No,
a deposit or anything.
no.
Okay.
Most of them I don't. Some of them they'll say, do you need a deposit? And if they say, do you need a deposit, I say 50% down.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of
And
times
honestly-
it's
and
more of a
honestly,
pain for you to deal with at a certain point, right?
50% down basically covers my time.
Right,
But
right.
it doesn't cover overhead, taxes, insurance, all that other stuff.
Right, right. Yeah. But most people are gonna just drop it off. You assume they're gonna want to pick it up.
Especially when they drop off the fabric.
Why wouldn't they?
I had one woman, she dropped off a chair and an ottoman, and she dropped off the fabric for the chair and the ottoman, but then she says, I want to use a different fabric for the piping and for the corners of the skirts. You know, to meet the inside piece. I said, okay. She said, don't start doing these things until I get you that fabric. Don't want to match it up with the fabric first.
Yeah.
I think I changed my mind. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I still have the fabric. I got rid of that. I was actually in, you know, Emerald Fish and Chip is?
Yeah.
Next door to that, the brick building.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that building for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that building for probably 6 years with her chair and ottoman and the fabric, but no piping fabric.
And if she wanted it after a year, what would you have done? Charge her for storage, or just
Yeah.
said, yeah, you got it, right? It's like, you're paying for storage.
But then I moved into the next building.
right.
I was here for 2 years.
Well, that was what it was. I mean, I don't know what to say. That's my mother. I think she has some problems. Obviously, it's insulting that she treats me that way, but it's hard to be mad because she's just obviously not well. You'll make up in the future? I don't think so. I didn't have to do any of this. There was no court order allowing her to enter my unit. But I did it to help my dad so he wouldn't have the commissioner thing, and when she started being rude, I said it was time to leave. If you're going to be rude because I'm helping you, I had no legal obligation to allow you into this unit. So if you're going to be rude, then it's time to go. Other than that, there's not much to say. I think it's clear she's not interested in a relationship, so that's okay. That's her prerogative. It's over. Do you hate her? No, I don't hate her. I think she's unwell. I really do think that. I saw it very clearly today. The taking pictures is one thing, but the outright hostility... I mean, you're not getting divorced from me. I'm not sure why you're angry at me. I'm not your ex. But I would assume that I have melded together with my father in her mind. So, you know, there's just no reaching her. Oh, what a plot twist. Jacinda is the real mastermind. Jacinda. Give me my gold coins, bitch. Oh, let me see if the money came in. That's very important. This is your hometown. Okay. Kick money, please be there. Let's go. Wow, it didn't come through yet. That's amazing. pending still. Your transfer is on its way. Wow. Remind me to never transfer anything through PayPal ever again. Holy shit. Holy shit. Damn. PayPal is dog shit. Yeah, apparently. Why don't you call your bank? What am I supposed to do? It's transferring from the bank to PayPal. You think they can do anything? Takes my bank 2 days max to transfer funds. This is why I switched. I switched banks. I'm gonna have them deposit it. You know what? I'm probably gonna get my next weekly payment from Kik before I get the PayPal payment. Like, that's literally the level that we're at this point. I couldn't select instant transfer because I don't have a debit card, unfortunately. I don't have my dad lost the debit card, so I don't have a debit card to, you can only do that with the debit card, so. Whatever, it's coming. I just expected it to be here by like 8 a.m., so. That's crazy. The amount and types of transfers can trigger flags. I just want to access my money, bitch. I just want to access my money. Whatever, it's okay. Transfer as much of it as I can. Order a new debit card. I did, actually. You know what? We could go check that out. I did order a new debit card. This is your hometown. Your hometown. Whatever, I tried my best. I don't know what to say. It's bizarre. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? I don't know. It's hard for me to process this stuff. What Shabatoni asked. What did he ask? Drop the kayfabe. Did you do any driving or was it all Ben? It was all Ben. I know, I did not drive. I remained passenger princess. I have a question. Can you play Cantissimo Ex Marina? Now is maybe not exactly the time for music. Where are the coins she's looking for? I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. My father never listed coins in his assets. I don't know what she's looking for. I honestly don't. You fucked up, Grace. You'll have to hire a commissioner now. I did this so that they could, my dad could avoid doing that. I don't think there will have to be a commissioner. I don't think that'll be legally possible because I allowed her into the storage unit. And I offered the coin collection. Did she have a list or something else she was looking for outside the coins? She seemed to be just going through and taking pictures. I was never given an inventory or a time of how long this was supposed to take. So I don't know. I don't know what she was taking pictures of. So anytime you want to leave Rhode Island, your mom will do this crap? No. No. Once this divorce is over, this is not going to happen anymore. No. I didn't have to come back and do any of this. It's all civil, and I'm not a part of the civil suit, in case anybody forgot. I'm not getting divorced. I didn't have 6 children. I didn't get legally married. I didn't blah, blah, blah. I didn't do any of that. I did not. I'm 22. I may have been parentified and spouseified, but I am not going to be divorcified. Actually, I already am. Who am I kidding? Pix means she's loading her bullets for the next round. Well, if she's going to be rude to me, then she's going to need to bring documentation that she has a right to be there, because it's my unit. I'm on the lease. You saw what the cop said. When it's time to go, it's time to go. I'm doing you a favor. On another note, we do actually need to go through that storage unit. I have 2 more months on the lease. And I'm not sure I want to keep all that stuff and keep the lease. I don't think so. Was there a part of you that was glad to see your mom in person today? I mean, I guess I was glad to see that. I don't know what to say. Was I glad to I mean, it was edifying, I guess, to realize just how bad it's gotten. It was good to realize there's no, like, I mean, she's just full on, like, this, like, harassment thing. I'm in my unit filming you, but she just wants to, like, she's crazy. She's mentally unwell. And she has this, like, thing about, like, I'm being harassed. I'm sorry, I'm allowed to film somebody in my unit going through my belongings. But she tried to pull it, and the cop was like, that's not going to work. But I guess she just likes doing that stuff. Which is part of why I didn't want to do this, because it's kind of, like, feeding into her delusion that she's, like, got a lot of important court and police matters going on. I mean, this is really stupid, but I mean, if you're gonna play, like, tough lady with the cops in the court, then you should have documentation that you are allowed in here. Because otherwise you're relying on my generosity. And once you start being rude to me, that's where my generosity ends. Sorry. The lawyers convinced her she's being harassed. I mean, she's trying to get me in trouble for harassment, for filming her going through my stuff. I don't know what to say. That's somebody who's delusional. Sounds like Cortney has people feeding her nonsense. Yes, she has a group of trolls on Discord, ludicrous as it may sound, who basically direct her every move. And she is their own personal lolcow. And I know that sounds like, whoa, how could your mother, she's a, middle class 55-year-old white woman. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Again, mental illness. China. Alright, I guess I'll go talk to these people. Ben said the judge wants this over. If this footage is shown, I think it's donezo. What do you mean? You think the divorce is over, or you think it's going to be dismissed? I don't know what to say. One can hope. Grace, you're right. She's trying to play victim to get you in trouble. It was actually good that the cop was there. Yeah, it was good, yeah. I in hindsight, that was a good idea to have the cop there. And who knows what might have happened if I had been filming, you know? She might have, like, claimed I hurt her or something. So I needed to record that. You should mod the cop. Hey, yo, come to chat. Yeah, the divorce will be finalized. I mean, I don't really care one way or the other, but I would like to be able to leave the country. I'm not the country, the state, without having these shenanigans go on. So I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm trying to take it seriously. It's like it's all ludicrous. It's a joke. And my life is a joke. At least this part of it. It's a joke. I'm glad I filmed it. I'm glad people got to see what they see. I'm hoping that, you know, you know what it makes me feel like, though? It just makes me feel like my anger towards my mother, like, I have been angry at her, but it really makes me feel like kind of like the anger towards Lynx, like, was I angry at Lynx? Yes, but, like, also, like, when she's, like, roasting me or whatever, like, do I take it seriously? No, because, like, she's literally disabled. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, you can make fun of me. I'm not even going to take it, like, I can't even find it within myself to be like, bitch, you know, it's like a joke. So, as far as this goes, too, I think it's good for me to realize I'm dealing with a mentally unwell person. I don't claim to know what kind of mental illness she has, but it's just not worth taking seriously, you know? The idea, yes, was this person abusive when I was younger, when I didn't realize what was going on? Yes, but, you know, and I do have a friend in the chat who sent me a link to not a link, but an email with a really great therapist, video therapist that she likes. Okay, I'll try it out. But I'm dealing with a mentally ill person. Who wants to get me in trouble. Okay, so do I need to protect myself? Yes, but also, is it worth it to be personally hurt on a level where it's like, oh, that's my mother? Like, yeah, okay, that's my mother. She's crazy. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to, like, it's just hard for me to be like, oh, she is, like, so cruel to me. She doesn't even look at me. She's doing this standoff with me. It's so, like, callous to treat your own daughter like that. Like, I can see in her eyes she's operating on a level that I don't relate to. I mean that sincerely. She's operating on she's acting according to rules that I don't follow, you know, or like a perspective that I can't understand, and it's hard to. It's like, I don't know, why is a homeless person homeless? Why did Ruby's brother cover himself in feces? I don't know. Is it attention seeking vaguely? Yes. Is it antisocial? Yes.
Yeah, I know. I learned that doing it.
Forgive her, she's your mom. I have forgiven her. I did the Jesse Lee Peterson thing. I have forgiven her. I forgave her for turning against my father and abusing me as a child. I did forgive her for that. She knew not what she did. I believe that. She knew not what she did. This is your hometown. She's definitely watching the stream now to find anything she can, so tell Ben to watch what he says. Yeah, I would just say, you know, maybe I can, like, narrow down exactly what my problem with my mother is. It's more like the fact that she is delusional and actively makes my life harder through the delusion by setting up scenarios like this and then being rude to me. Maybe that's what I need to protect myself from. Maybe that's the part of it that I haven't finished, like, resolved. Like, you know, I don't know what it would be. Get her trespassed from my properties, get a restraining order, something. Just make it so that she can't attack me like this. she can't, like, put me in situations where, like, my dad was right. She attacks me through my dad. So protect myself from situations where she can make my life harder by making my dad's life harder, which I guess would be like ending the divorce just as quickly as possible. I think I'll email a copy of the beginning of the stream to my mother's attorney as well as my father's attorney, just for the record. Mom, I'm trying to help you. No, you aren't. Get out. Well, yeah, period. I mean, I stand on it. Like, I'm doing this as a favor. I don't need to do this. The cop did not tell me that she had a right to be there. He kept asking, like, are the leases, like, joint? Or I'm like, no, it's just me on the lease. He's like, oh, okay, well, then can you allow her to be here? And I'm like, I guess. But once you start being rude to me, I don't care how mentally ill you are. It's time to go. It's time to go. Have some manners or leave. I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing this as a favor. I don't need to do this. You don't have any documentation proving that you have a right to be here. Have some common courtesy. Have some manners, Courtney. Grow up. Grow up. You're not an 8-year-old child. You're having a tantrum. You're a 50-whatever-year-old woman. Have some manners, have some respect, have some appreciativeness, or it's time to go. I'm sorry. Mods, time out, Courtney. Mods, ban that person. Mods. She seems very prone towards aggression, almost as if she would physically bite you. She was aggressive. Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah. Again, unhinged behavior for a woman of her age. Especially with a cop there. What's the need to be hostile? I don't get it.
Took down all the old lights, put up all the LED.
Yeah.
You know,
Or like you could make the garage. You could replace some of those panels, but then, you know, with oh, you have. Oh, okay. So you do have. Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
plastic or glass?
Glass.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
I wanted that in the old place I had.
Kept warm.
Yeah.
Kept clean rather.
It'd be good if you had double panes, but like whatever.
You know what? This is just that thick plywood.
Right.
If I want to do anything in the winter time to insulate this thing, honestly, all I would do is staple a packing blanket on.
Right. But the door, yeah, I understand. We have the same problem with the door.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have a little entry
When
door.
you got a hole down there that animals go in.
We had this, yep. We tried to stuff that up. I guess they
there's
chewed.
a bunch under here, man. And once they find, even though there was no food in there,
It's warm.
they'd come up to the warmth. And then we packed it in, and then next day, they gnawed right through the wood in another place. But
Now, if you're gonna pack a hole for any sort, you gotta get a piece of tin and nail it down.
that's what we did eventually.
We gotta get some breakfast. I'm starving. Nice talking to you, Bruce.
So easy.
I know. Starving. Yeah.
I don't think it's ever really easy. So then, first it's like, it's a restraining order. Tells the court that I beat her up on some day. I was like, why didn't you go to the cops? If I beat you up, that's a crime. But in Rhode Island, you can get a restraining order, right? And I don't get a chance to defend myself. So I couldn't see my kids for a year. I got 6 kids. I couldn't see my minor kids, 4 of them, for a year and a half. And I never got to see them. There's no evidence. So now that expired, the court's like, okay, well, we gotta wrap this up. You can't have a restraining order forever. And she's like, okay, well, one last thing. I think he's got a gold stash somewhere, and I want to go through this stuff that's been sitting there 2 years. He's gonna come in here any day the last 2.5 years. Right? I'm like, please, whatever. But all of a sudden, I did invest in some gold at one point, but it's long gone.
All you gotta do is just show your receipt that it's gone now.
Right. So, right, and I never listed it as an asset, right? So this is like coin collection. So, like, there's some worthless coin. I mean, there's some collectible. It's like Donald Trump coins, copper. They're, worth a couple bucks. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's get it done, right? So then you get the bum rush, like, okay, we need to do it Tuesday. I'm in Dallas. I was in Dallas 2 days ago. I'm like,
you just say, I can't do it on that particular day. No, I'm in Dallas, and any court will say, well, when can you get back up here?
No,
court except
no.
the court of
They
Rhode
said, they told him, if you don't be here April 15th,
If I was
they're
in
going
here
to
this
assign a
morning,
court commissioner.
When did they notify you?
they haven't yet
No,
legally.
get here for April 15th.
I was on a phone call with a lawyer, but then they're supposed to give a court order, right? It's been
Never
2
got
weeks.
it.
I know,
Never got it.
So,
But all he gets is emails, not court orders.
she's
just
under no
emails.
obligation. She's not involved. She's under no obligation to allow access here. I don't feel like I can allow access.
Oh my God.
I should pay her for leaving for her. You know what I mean?
Is that her property?
It's her lease. That's why I'm asking you the question. Like, she's been paying to store this stuff. And all she's saying is like, hey mom, you just be polite. Just be polite about
How much is your rent over?
it's like $800 a month. So she's paying it out of her pocket.
$10,000 a year. Is there $10,000? You brought me in
exactly.
one time.
Exactly.
Actually, you brought me in to help me take something out one time. Is there $10,000 worth of stuff in there?
Well, but she's getting screwed over. She
No,
should
but-
sue us.
When I walked in there with your son, I went, you know you're losing money here.
Yeah. Right.
It's
But
like
then
you-
if she had thrown it out, now okay, now you're a victim again. It's just like it never ends. So hopefully this will be it. We got one last hearing. The judge finally was like, dude, you gotta wrap this up. There's like no assets, like, and then she's like, could I get this RV? I'm like, I live in that. You know what I mean? What about his phone? I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? It's just a woman's sperm, right? Hell has no fury.
But, you know she's standing right here, right?
Oh, believe me, I know. Have a good one, Bruce. Nice talking to you.
I've only met her once.
Yeah.
I came home, she looked at me and goes, who are you?
Yeah, she's out
I
there.
looked at her and I said, I'm Bruce, I rent over here. No, you don't. I said, yeah, I do. She said, I've rented here for the past year and a half. I've never seen you before. She said, when was the last time you were here? Probably 2 years ago. And I went, so,
You keep going for that mentor. Okay, I was paranoia, you know, like, the internet. People on the internet are trying.
You got Bruce.
They're trying to get her to do crazy stuff because that's what they're formed of. Psychopaths. But she's not mature enough. She thinks they're her friends. So she's had me arrested 6 times and them too. I spent 12 days in jail. I never broke any law. But it's their form of entertainment. But it actually works for our career because people love to see the cops. I was up in Sturbridge camping. They brought in 6 police
Was
officers,
Rizzo with her?
a state trooper, canine dogs, and drones. And I'm
Not
in
the
my own
trauma dump
RV,
on the
which is
grass.
perfectly legal.
Oh.
It all got dropped, and now I'm gonna sue them. You know what I mean? You can't treat. They treated me. They acted like they were, capturing Ted Bundy or something, right? In a campground, they let the dogs out. There's kids all over the place. They said they thought that I was breaking a contact order with her, right? And I was with my daughter, right? So, but like someone someone informed the camp manager, is how I understand it now, that this was illegal.
What was my mom's
Camp
thing though?
manager
Did you
called
guys
the
see when she was
called
like,
the cops.
"Oh, you got stuff to do?
Cops
You got stuff to do?
didn't do the
You got
research
things to
right.
do?"
Didn't call.
Yeah,
Could've just
I
called
stayed up
me.
all night
You know
to
what I
do
mean?
this. I'm fucking
But I would have
exhausted
cleared
and
up in 2
starving.
seconds.
Yes,
They come
bitch.
rolling up,
Yes.
end up breaking in here,
got
smashing
stuff to do?
the bathroom door. At gunpoint, haul me away. Crazy. But I do believe that when shit happened, and it was all recorded, so like, I want to know what you're supposed, because they all have procedures, right? That's not procedure. You know what I mean? And they got it totally wrong. And when it finally, yeah, I think we have that, yeah. And when it finally came to, because it's the state now that's covering the city, right? And they brought in everyone they could to try to say, like, hey, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, take this on. And Commonwealth of Massachusetts actually said, you had no evidence. And, you know what I mean? They wrote it out because they don't want to be paying for it, you know? So I think I have a good case. I hate to sue cities, because I end up being the taxpayer, but someone's got to understand, like, your cops should be obeying the law. But I think it was COVID that made cops feel like we're totalitarian, you know what I mean? We can do whatever we want now. Because they were telling people you got to wear a mask outside surfing. You know what I mean? So I think that everyone's brain got addled, but yeah, why those leaves? He's got a project. See you, Bruce.
All right. Breakfast?
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Well, Bruce is a
Breakfast.
good resource.
Whoa. You just hit the gate.
Oh. You didn't open it up enough. Goop.
God, that's wide open.
Well, all right, that's that. Now that's
Chabatoni said, I'm just going to say this, I know you're not supposed to talk about it, but he said if the judge sees this footage, it's a wrap, so you should feel confident in that.
Why are there 2 locks on there?
I don't know.
Oh, Shabatoni.
Yeah, you're molested.
I
trust Shabatoni.
literally did everything that I was told to do, even though it made no sense to me.
Where are we going for breakfast?
And it was crazy, right?
Yeah.
And you did too. You actually did stuff you didn't have to do.
I didn't have to do that, which is why, but you said don't talk to you, but anyways, when she started being
Well,
rude,
I don't think that issue has anything to do with it.
Well, when she started being rude, that's why I said, like, okay, it's time to
Like,
leave, because I'm doing this as a favor to you. So.
Did you, yeah, I think it comes down to the fact that, like,
She had no papers.
there's no paperwork
I don't
saying you
understand.
can do this, right?
Yeah.
Did you ask the judge? I mean, did you?
I asked
Did
the cop. Well, the cop said if you don't have papers, like, it's her lease. So you're going to have to leave.
Right.
You should come back with papers.
Yeah, because he'll say it's a civil matter, right? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm. Over and over, he said it's a civil matter. It's a civil matter. You just talk to your lawyer. I don't know.
Right, but in lieu of any paperwork on her side, you having a lease de facto gives you the upper hand. Right?
Well, obviously. I mean, yeah, it's my... He even said, like, is it a joint lease? Are you on the lease, Cortney?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, no. And I was like, no, I'm the only one. He was like, okay.
That's how I was asking that guy, Bruce, is like, so if someone drops off something to be worked on, like, do you have to hold on to it forever?
Right.
He's like, no, if they come back later and I haven't gotten rid of it, I'm going to charge them storage.
Yeah.
Which is common sense.
Yeah.
And I think you're in the same position. I'm saying for me, like, if I want to get my stuff, what was my stuff out of there, I'd have to pay you storage. That's how I understand it.
That's
That
one
seems
of the
common
requests
sense.
I made to her attorney, but I did it as a favor. You want to take some pictures, okay, but once you start being rude to me, all right, time to leave.
Yeah, it's a favor, right?
Time to leave.
It's a favor.
Sorry. So I said I'm trying to help you out here, like I'm letting you do this.
I only watched 2 seconds of it.
And then she's like, no, you're not. And I said, all right, it's time to leave.
Oh, you had her trespassed?
I didn't have her trespassed, but I said to the officer I'd no longer consent to her being here, and he said, all right, well, you come back with a court order. Was it court ordered or something her lawyer strong-armed? I'm not lying. I have yet to see, like, if she had the paperwork, she could have shown it to the cop, and if it said the court orders that this woman...
No, I have yet to receive a court order. Right?
You
but I
have
have
yet
to
to
follow
receive
the
one.
court order before I receive it.
You literally have yet to receive a court order.
Yeah.
So,
I've
how
always
am I
received
supposed
the court
to
order
get a
the
court
next
order?
day. Can you imagine fucking having... I wasn't present. I was represented by an attorney who actually doesn't represent me. Right? Except in terms of child support, which I'm totally caught up with. So, my attorney negotiated something which I've no idea what it is other than what I heard on the phone. But I was like, I can't fucking break into something without this documentation. But like, you were nice, and I understand your issues, but like, you made it happen anyways. But like, yeah, it's enough now, right?
It's enough.
It's enough.
I'm going to send the footage from this to her attorney and your attorney. And I think this is a wrap.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
I think this is a wrap.
I'm not getting fucked over again. Like, I feel like it's well documented, you know, and the cop said it'll be in the log, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing really to document in terms of crime. It's in the log.
She got an escort. Right. She took her pictures. I was not given a time for how long it was supposed to take. I gave her like, what, 15, 20 minutes? Okay. What's her beef with you? What was the problem? She was incredibly hostile.
Why?
I don't know why. She's mentally ill. I don't know what.
I'll watch. I should watch the stream with you. Just I don't want to comment on it. Where are we going?
Seacock food.
Oh, did you get the money? Bitch!
Dude, it's crazy.
The money's not in, but you could go get the card from the bank.
Yeah, we have enough money on a Cash App and stuff.
You said we had $50 yesterday.
We have like 150. We're okay.
Let's go
It'll
get the
come
card,
in.
dude.
All right.
Well, you want to keep streaming?
No. I think that we had our.
I am fucking shot, dude.
Yeah. All right. Peace, guys.